Today, we rebuild Sporting. Not long ago, I put a community post out asking you guys to give me teams that you'd like to see me rebuild, and one of them was Sporting, and I thought to myself, I haven't been to Portugal lately. So quite frankly, I thought it was about time we took a trip back over to Portugal and rebuilt Sporting, but with a little twist, we are only allowed to buy players that are Portuguese. Considering it is a Portuguese team we are rebuilding, seems quite fitting. If you guys go on to enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, smash that hell out to that subscribe button, turn that notification bell so you never miss a video that I upload. We are currently on the road to 5,000 subscribers as we speak, and the like goal for this video is 250 likes. If we can hit that, then that would be incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have yet to see one of my rebuild videos before, here are the rules. The main objective of this rebuild is to win the Champions League. I can make any transfers that I want, making it as realistic as possible. All games have to be simulated, but the Champions League final has to be played. Now that you know how this works, strap yourselves in and enjoy the video. So we begin our journey with Sporting with just over 18.5 million. This formation has to change. I am not at all rocking with the 5 at the back formation. I've done it once before, did not really enjoy it. I think it really restricts how you play in the simulations anyways, so we will be changing from the 5 at the back formation. But to be fair, if you take a look at that squad, there's a lot of talent in this team. You got Gonçalves, Paulinho, Nunes, you got Gonçalo and Nacho. Obviously we've got Pedro Porro on loan, but he will be going back to Manchester City after this season. It's a very good team to begin with. There's already the foundation being set. All we have to do is grow upon it and bring in some talent. Remember, we can only bring in Portuguese players as well. And speaking of, we will be utilising the youth academy for this rebuild, and João Pinto is definitely looking like a player that is deserving to go into that senior squad. So we do begin this transfer window by selling on Antonio Adan for 4.9 million. One thing we are definitely doing is bringing back Nuno Mendes from his loan move to PSG pretty damn early. He's going straight into the starting 11. And we have found a very suitable replacement for Adan in Luis Maximiano, who come for just 30 million. And I'm almost certain he's already played for Sporting before, so it's kind of like a welcome back. We have also just sent out Rodrigo Ribeiro out on a 2-year loan deal. And this is how we got the team lining up after that transfer winner. We have got our youth academy player Pinto on that wing. We converted him from a centre forward to a winger because I think he'd do pretty well on the wing. Frankly speaking, the team that we've loaded into is already really goddamn good. All we need to do is improve upon it. And we are indeed in the Champions League in Group C, joined by Dortmund, Ajax and Besiktas. Now, going off recent events and rebuild, Ajax are going to finish bottom. We're probably going to finish third. Besiktas will most likely take second spot, and Dortmund will finish top. I don't know what it was, but I just had an inkling that we just weren't strong enough this season to get through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. It's nothing bad. I mean, we are in the Europa League still. We did finish third after all. Besiktas shocked me. I thought they'd have finished second, but it was indeed Ajax and Dortmund who went through to the knockout stages. But in the Liga NOS, we are top of the table with 1 point to spare over Benfica, who are currently shit hot on our tail. It's literally a 2-horse race at the minute. Porto are nowhere to be seen. Realistically speaking, the Portuguese league is always between 2 or 3 teams, but it looks like this season it's between ourselves and Benfica. So we do start this transfer window off by sending a couple of players out on loan, the first one being Zinho for a short-term loan deal, and also Esteves on a 2-year loan deal. And this is how our team currently looks after that transfer window. Mendes, Inácio, Maximiano, they've all pretty much shot right up and overall. It's a shame about Pedro Porro going back to Man City, but it is what it is. I'm sure that we can next season subsidise and replace him. There is definitely one player I've got in mind for that striker position, and I hope that I can afford him next season. I think if you guys are thinking about it as I am, you'll know exactly who I'm on about as well. I actually find it quite hard to believe that with this team, we didn't even make it out of the group stage of the Champions League. I mean, it is what it is. It's only season 1, but it would have been nice to get to the knockout stages. But by the end of the season, I'd like us to be the champions of Portugal. So we have come to the end of this season, and unfortunately, we didn't quite win the Liga NOS. We were 3 points behind league leaders and champions of Portugal this season, Benfica. But realistically speaking, Porto were nowhere to be seen, nor was Braga. It literally was between ourselves and Benfica. We ran the show this season in the Portuguese league. Meanwhile, in the Taça Portuguesa, Benfica also won that as well. Adana Demirspor won the Europa Conference League. Atletico Madrid won the Europa League. A little bit disappointed we didn't go a bit further than that. Oh, okay, fair enough. We got to the semi-finals. And it was Chelsea this time who won the Champions League. Stats-wise, considering what we've done, it's pretty underwhelming. Paulinho got 20 goals, 2 assists. Santos, 20 goals, 7 assists. Gonçalves, 16 goals, 7 assists. Nunes, 10 goals, 8 assists. He was alright in fairness, but it's pretty underwhelming. Pedro Porro, I'm gutted he's leaving, man. I cannot believe this prick grew 5 overall and he isn't even our player. I'm gutted, man. But season 2, hopefully we do get a little bit more money than we've had this season to work with, because next season I do intend on making pretty big signings. So this season we begin with just over 46 million. And realistically speaking, everywhere on this pitch is sound apart from that right back position, which we've got to sort out this transfer window. And at the end of last season, we did decide to let go of Ricardo Assaggio to Napoli for the region of 19 million. We have indeed sorted out that fullback situation by bringing in Rafael Guerrero for just over 35 million. We have also just sent out a couple more players on loan, starting with Gonzalo Plata for 2 years and also Dario Isugo for 2 years. And once again, we've just sent another 2 players out on loan, starting off with Rafael Camacho for 2 years and also Eduardo Quaresma for 2 years. We've also just sold Nuno Santos for just under 34 million. We brought it full circle with this one. We have brought back to Sporting CP Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest players of all time, and he only cost us 43.4 million. And of course, we've got to give him that number 7 shirt. We have also just loaned out Marcus Edwards for 2 years to Dortmund. We've also just loaned out Jenny Catamo for 2 years. We've also just loaned out Andras Sporar for 2 years as well. Definitely messed that name up. We've also just loaned out a couple of more players, the first one being Flavio Nazinho for 2 years and also João Pinto for 2 years as well. And this is how we got the team lining up after that crazy transfer window. We sent so many players out on loan because realistically speaking, we have got so much talent in this Sporting side. It's actually ridiculous, and I didn't want them to sit on the sidelines all season. I want them to go out, play some football elsewhere, come back a better player. The one player I'm really happy with being able to sign though is Cristiano Ronaldo. Bringing him back to Sporting was a goal of mine when I had this idea for a rebuild, when I saw it in the comment section, and I'm really happy I've been able to do it. Obviously, I don't know how long we're going to have him for, but that's an entirely different story. When you take a look at this team though, it's actually really goddamn good. I reckon this year in the Champions League we're going to do quite well, but there's one player out of all of them that's really stood out to me. Quartes at 31 years old has gone up to 84 rated. I thought for sure that last season he was going to dwindle in overall, but he's actually improved. But I must admit, I'm quite excited to see what we can do with this team this season. It's got to be one of the better teams in the Champions League this time. And we are in Group D of the Champions League, joined by Atletico Madrid, Feyenoord and Malmo. Now this time I'm going to put money on us and Atletico Madrid making it to the round of 16. Surprisingly enough, we actually topped the group. I thought it would have been Atletico Madrid finishing top and then us second, but we absolutely wiped the floor with this group in fairness. We didn't lose a single game throughout the entirety of the group stage, which is bloody insanity. But it is ourselves and Atletico Madrid through to the round of 16. Who's our opponent? It is Inter Milan. Our journey could be cut quite short here. I'm not too sure if we're strong enough to take out Inter Milan quite yet. And in the Portuguese league, we are currently playing second fiddle to Gil Vicente of all bloody teams, who are absolutely smashing it this season. We're both joint on 36 points overall, so it was quite literally anybody's title at the end of this season. Obviously, you got Gil Vicente and ourselves in the running for the title, but you've also got Benfica, Porto, Braga need to put their ideas up if they want to be within a shout of winning the title, but realistically speaking, it's a 4-horse race at the minute. We do begin this transfer window by selling on Reece for 21.8 million. I really wanted to bring somebody in that transfer window, but there was nobody that I could have brought in, realistically speaking, that would have improved this team with the money that we do have. So this is how the team is looking going into the knockout stages of the Champions League for the very first time in this rebuild. We are against Inter Milan, so let's go to that fixture. Now I have to admit, whilst Inter Milan's team is actually really goddamn good, I reckon we've got the edge in this. I think our quality around the team is more well-rounded, whilst theirs is a little bit all over the place. They've got, for example, Barella and Brozovic in the middle of the park, followed by Çalhanoğlu. They've got Skriniar and Bastoni at the centre-back positions, along with Joel Matip. I mean, the quality isn't well-rounded at all. But we are at the San Siro. We are going to quick sim this game. Hopefully, we have got enough in the tank to... Oh, God, it's a 2-all draw. Ronaldo, of course, it was going to be Ronaldo to come in clutch for us at the end. 83rd minute equaliser. It goes to the second leg, all to play for. If we can pick up a win here, that would be a tremendous feat for Sporting, man. Inter Milan are no goddamn joke. But when you consider our team and then look at theirs, it's actually a very, very balanced game. So without further ado, we're going to let fate decide. Are we going to get into the quarterfinals? Come on! 4-3 overall, 2-1 on the night. We do just enough in the end. We do knock out the Italian giants and book our place in the quarters. Don't get me wrong, I know we're a good side, but I don't think we're quite good enough to knock out Liverpool. I think this is probably where our journey in the Champions League is going to come to a crashing halt this year. But you know what? You never know what can happen. We are away from home at Anfield against Liverpool. Let's see what we can do. Oh, bloody hell, yeah, we're out. There's no way in hell we're coming back from this. I think we'd actually need a miracle to come back from 3-1 down against Liverpool, but we are at home this time, and you literally never just know what you can accomplish in this game. So we are going to go ahead and quick sim this game. Hopefully we can... no, it wasn't to be. I did say this is where our journey in the Champions League may come short, but it is what it is. 4-2 overall, 1-1 on the night. There's absolutely no shame in that. Liverpool are, as much as I hate to say it, a world-class team, and it wouldn't surprise me really if they went on to win the entire damn thing. But that is, like I've just said, the end of our Champions League journey in the quarterfinals. So let's go to the end of the season, and hopefully we'll have won the league, won the domestic cup, and booked our place once again in the Champions League. So this season we were successful in winning the league. We won it quite convincingly as well. We were 3 points above second place Porto, and realistically speaking, nobody else was anywhere near us. But for the second season in a row, we do not win the Taça Portuguese, which is slightly annoying. I feel like with the team that we've got, we should be absolutely winning this trophy. Meanwhile, it was Lazio who won the Europa Conference League. It was Barcelona this time who won the Europa League. I said they'd do well, didn't I? Liverpool did get to the final, but this time it was Bayern Munich who won the Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo, money well spent as always. 26 goals, 2 assists. He's 38 years old and still 88 rated. This man, what a legend, man, honestly. Gervain Cabral, he's gone up to 82 rated, 23 goals, 6 assists. Gone Chavez, oh my god, 19 goals, 12 assists, 89 rated overall. We've got to do our best to keep hold of this guy, because I realistically speaking do not know who I'd replace him with. Paulinho from the subs bench did pretty well, 12 goals overall and 82 rated overall as well, not bad at all. Rafael Guerreiro, 11 goals, 11 assists from that fullback position, that's pretty good going too. Overall this season been pretty decent. We've won the league, we got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League this time instead of getting knocked out before we even got to the knockout stages. We didn't win the domestic cup, which is what I want to do next season if all else fails, but I think with us doing a little bit better this season, we'll have a little bit more money to work with in the season 3. This season we begin with just under 70 million. Now this is where it's going to get slightly tricky, because the players that we're going to want to bring in are going to cost a lot of money. For example, we are going to be looking to sell in on Quartes this time, 84 rated at 32 years old. I think it's probably the right time to cash in on him, but the likelihood is we won't get a suitable replacement for him because we won't be able to buy the players that we want. So this season is definitely going to make for quite a tricky season. To begin this transfer window, we have gone and sold Rodrigo Battaglia for 3.9 million, and we have gone and sold Sebastian Quartes for 39.1 million. We have also just gone and sold Jovan Cabral for 66 million. Don't get me wrong, I'm very aware that Benfica fans are going to be turning in their grave at the sight of this, but he is by a mile the best Portuguese centre-back on this game. We have just brought in Ruben Dias for 163.4 million. And for that left winger position, we are calling back João Pinto from his loan at Aston Villa. We have also just gone and sold Eduardo Henrique for 2.2 million. And this is how we got the team lining up after that transfer window. I must admit, I feel like we got a very good chance of winning the Champions League this season. Our back four, solid. Keeper, solid. Midfield, solid. Front three, Pinto could do with improving a little bit more, but other than that, solid. I'll be very surprised if we go out any earlier than the semi-finals this time, put it that way. And in the Champions League group stage, we are in Group B, joined by Piemonte Calcio, aka Juventus, Genk and Dynamo Kiev, and it realistically speaking should be ourselves and Juve going through to the round of 16. Poor Genk, man. 6 games, 6 losses, no goddamn points. They were the whipping boys of this group stage, but it was ourselves and Juve, and to be fair, this was a ridiculously tight top 3. Dynamo Kiev finished on 12 points, so did Juve, so did we. Only thing separating us, goal difference. Unfortunately for us, we conceded the least out of everybody else in this group stage, giving us the round of 16 along with Juve. So the question is, who's our round of 16 opponent this time? Oh my, surely we got to beat Lyon with the team we've got, surely to God. And in the league itself, it's a 4-horse race at the top. Braga, ourselves, Porto and Benfica are very close together in that top 4. It's going to make for quite an interesting finish to the season. We didn't do anything in that transfer window because we had about 5 million left in the bank after renewing everybody's contracts, and obviously from the first transfer window, but this is how we got the team lining up. Ronaldo is slowly but surely decreasing in overall. He's definitely approaching retirement soon, so we're going to have to make the most of him whilst we still got him. But realistically speaking, there's not many teams I think that's going to beat this team. The only weak part of this team is Pinto, but he's only 19 years old anyway, so I don't think that makes too much of a difference. But we are up against Olympic Lyon in the round of 16. I have to admit, I think I've taken Lyon a little bit too lightly here. Their team is actually pretty goddamn good. Just to name a few players, Richarlison, Kulusevski, Aouar, McTominay, I don't know why I was just about to say Maguire. But all in all, that team's pretty good, but I would say our team is better. So hopefully, Sporting can prove me right by beating them right now. Oh my god, what is going on? I'm in disbelief. Our team's far better. How the hell have we lost 3-1? We are going to need an absolute miracle and a half to somehow get our place in the quarterfinals, man. 3-1 down to Olympic Lyon. That is just atrocious. But you know what? We're not going to delay the inevitable any longer. We are going to quick sim this game, and hopefully we can. I can't believe it. We're out. We're out before we've even started, man. 4-3 on aggregate, 2-1 on the night. I'm actually in shock that we've lost to Lyon. Like, I knew their team was good, but surely to God, with the signings that we've done, with the team we've got, ours was far better. We aren't doing well at all in the Champions League this time, are we? But nevertheless, that is our journey in the Champions League cut very goddamn short, so we are going to quick sim to the end of this season, and hopefully we will have got a place in the Champions League once again next season. So once again, at the end of this season, we are the champions of Portugal. We only just did it, though. 1 point separated ourselves from second place Porto. Benfica weren't too far off, 5 points behind us, but realistically in the end it was a 2-horse race and we just about won it. And we have finally won the Taça Portuguese, beating Aruca 4-0 in the final. Meanwhile, it was Trabzonspor who won the Europa Conference League, it was United this time to win the Europa League, and Liverpool won the Champions League. I can't believe that even though he's 39 years old, he's still outscoring everybody in this team. 27 goals, 4 assists, a serial goal scorer. I think though, after Ronaldo retires, which will most likely be next season because he is approaching 40, João Pinto will definitely be the man to replace him. 85 rated at 20 years old, 20 goals, 4 assists. I think he's definitely in line to being our next striker. Pedro Gonçalves, 91 rated, 17 goals, 10 assists. For his rating, that's pretty poor. I want a bit more from him. Paulinho, 15 goals, 2 assists. Rafael Guerreiro, once again, getting 10 goals and 8 assists from that fullback position. This guy's a monster. Overall though, I must admit I'm slightly disappointed. I thought with the team that we'd built thus far, we'd have got far further into the Champions League this season, but we did fall short to Olympic Lyon in the round of 16. Hopefully next season is the season we can make it past the freaking quarters, never mind anything else. So this year we begin with just over 72 million. Now obviously everybody in this team is pretty much on international duties apart from Ronaldo and Braganca, but I'll be honest with you, I genuinely do not know where to go with this team now. Maybe looking for a replacement striker. I'm thinking about putting Pinto as a striker and then bringing in someone for that left winger position and dropping Ronaldo to the subs bench, but I really don't know where else to go. Again, this one is definitely going to ruffle some feathers for Porto fans. I'm sorry, but I couldn't afford anybody else. We have brought in Andre Silva, 84 rated, 28 years old, and he come for 47.2 million. Meanwhile, we have let go of Paulinho for 29 million. We have also just sold Gonzalo Plata for 45.2 million. And this is how the team is lining up after that transfer window has come to an end. We've got Andre Silva on the bench, just ready for when Ronaldo decides to decline in overall just a little bit more. He still isn't even retiring either. Ronaldo's longevity is actually ridiculous, but one thing I will say, if we don't get further than the round of 16 this season, I'm going to be lost on what to do with this squad. We are so much better than going out into the round of 16. This squad right now, realistically speaking, should be winning the Champions League. And in the Champions League, we are in Group H, joined by Sevilla, Hertha Berlin and Galatasaray, and I would be very disappointed if we don't top this group. 5 wins from 6, we didn't lose a single game, 16 points from 18, complete dominance over Group H, which is exactly what I wanted to see. We are in the round of 16 along with Sevilla, so let's see who our opponent is. Napoli. Okay, I'd actually argue they're a better team than Olympic Lyon. And at the midway point this season, this title race is still wide open. There's only 7 points separating ourselves from 5th place, so it's literally anybody's title by the end of the season. And we do start this transfer window off by making a purchase in Gonçalo Guedes, probably the one and only transfer we do in this transfer window, and we bought him for 90 million. And this is how the team looks after that transfer window has come to an end. At 39 years old, 85 rated Ronaldo is still smashing it in this team. I can't even lie to you, this guy's on a different level. Now when you take a look at that team, surely to God now we are ready for the Champions League. If we don't get past Napoli, I give up. I'll literally not know what to do next. best. And here we are once again in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Hopefully this time we don't get knocked out in the round of 16. Napoli's team, I'm not going to lie to you, it's a lot better than Lyon's team was, and that fills me with a bit of dread. But nevertheless, we are going to go into this game, and hopefully our team is stronger. There we go. Thank God for that. It takes our fullbacks to win the game for us. 2-1 up against Napoli. Decent position to be in my opinion. We've just got to finish it off. All we realistically need is the minimum of a draw, and we are through to the quarterfinals. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, boys. There we go. 3-2 overall, 1-1 on the night. Thank God we made it past the round of 16 this time. Well, Liverpool in the quarterfinals. Last time we played against these, it was the quarterfinals, and they knocked us out, but this time our team is far superior to what it was last time we faced off against them. So realistically speaking, I reckon we've got a very good chance of knocking Liverpool out this time, but nevertheless, let's prove us right. 2-1 up we go. Mendes is on a freaking warpath in this Champions League run, bagging himself a goal against Napoli and now against Liverpool. We are well on our way to the semi-finals. And the suspension case has hit us at long last. Braganca's picked up a suspension, but I'm pretty sure we've got someone on the subs bench to fill his boots and then some. But all we need from this game is a draw. That's it. A draw will do it. So come on, Sporting. Get us that. Oh, yes. Thank God for that. Karma is a bitch. We knock out Liverpool in the exact same position they knocked us out in a couple of seasons ago, and we progress to the semi-finals. And in the semi-finals, of course, it was going to be Chelsea. We are away from home at Stamford Bridge as well. Their team looks pretty goddamn stacked as well. Rudiger's still a player at Chelsea in this career mode. I wish that was the case in real life, I must admit, but nevertheless, we digress. Hopefully, we can make Chelsea pay. We can get an advantage. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. We are surely to God in the final. And in the second leg, unfortunately, our winger Pinto has picked up an injury, putting him out for a couple of weeks, so we have had to put Guedes in his spot. But at this point, I don't think it really matters. We're 3-1 up against Chelsea, and realistically speaking, I cannot see us choking this lead. So without further ado, let's put the nail in the coffin and book our place in the Champions League goddamn final. We've done it. We drew 2-2 on the night, 5-3 overall. We are in the final. Well, in the Champions League final this time, it is Atletico Madrid versus Sporting in 2025. I haven't played Atletico Madrid in the final in quite some time. I don't think I've actually played against them since they've actually had that update where their formations changed, but nevertheless, they are our opponents this season. But before we get into the final itself, you guys know the drill. We're going to see how we've done elsewhere. Once again, we have won the Portuguese League, and this time it is by quite a bit of points. We were 13 points clear of second place Vitória SC, Benfica, Porto, Braga. They were absolutely nowhere near us. We ran away with it this season, only losing one all season. We did go on to win the Taça Portuguese as well, beating Estoril Praia 3-1 in the final. Nice won the Europa Conference League, and Barcelona beat the Bottle Jobs to win the Europa League. Goncalves this time truly showing us with 34 goals, 8 assists and 51 games. Pretty goddamn good going that is. Now he's playing like he's overall. We got Ronaldo, 84 rated at 40 years old, still bagging 22 goals from 34 games. Rafael Guerreiro, 16 goals, 10 assists. This man's an absolute monster, man. I don't know how he does it. Andre Silva from the bench, 14 goals, 2 assists. Pinto, 12 goals, 6 assists. That's pretty poor for him, to be fair. Nunes from that midfielder position, 9 goals, 14 assists. It's been an absolutely ridiculous season, and we do have the chance now to make it the treble. And one of the players I wanted to get into this rebuild was João Felix, but no matter what I did, we just could never get the money for him, man. Even if we lose the final, I still don't think next season we'll have enough money to get him. But looking at their team, they've got 3 very weak centre-backs. Their right-back's alright, the left-back not so much. The midfielders are alright. The strikers are definitely strong, so we're going to have to watch out for them. But realistically speaking, all over the pitch, we should dominate them. But now it is time to get into the game itself. It is Sporting versus Atletico Madrid at the Santiago Bernabéu in the Champions League final. Come on, boys. Let's get the dub. Ronaldo must be on the verge of retiring pretty soon. So let's get the W for Ronaldo. Speaking of the man of the hour, it is Ronaldo on the ball. Ronaldo, can he go all the way? Can he? Oh, he forces the save from Oblak. Gadej on the ball here. We've got Gadej on the ball still. Still on the ball. Nunes. Can we get Polini on the ball here? He's taking a long shot. He's sent Oblak. If we can get the ball. Oh, I can see them being an absolute nightmare to break down in this game. They're so freaking compact at the back. Nunes on the ball. Can he find Gadej? Yes, he can. He's on his own, though. He's on his own. Followed closely by Mazraoui. Mazraoui has left him here. Polini. Goncalves. What? Ref! For goodness sake. Hit it! Thank God for that. Finally. Jesus Christ. That was a bit of a mess, weren't it? But finally, we get the goal. I don't know what was happening there. The ball just got dead muddled all over the place. I didn't mean to shoot there, but thankfully, we shot with Goncalves instead, and it does make it 1-0. Goncalves, as he found Ronaldo. Ronaldo, please get to that. Oh, for goodness sake. Oblak, I hate this kid. I hate Oblak on this game, man. He's so goddamn good. Nunes, Polini on the shot, and that is straight at the keeper. We've got Nunes on the outside of the box. We're going to have a pop. We're going to have a pop, and oh, that's so close. And that is the half-time whistle, and we go into the half-time break 1-0 up. We've got Mendes. Finally, a bit of room for Ronaldo. Ronaldo's closed down so goddamn quickly. Jesus Christ, he's 40 years old. Give the guy a break. But we get it to Nunes on the outside of the box, and Romero. Jesus, man, we can't breathe. Oh, my God. Scamacca is through. I don't like this. Al Felix, what a tackle from Inacio. Oh my God. Oh my God, Goncalves. Whatever his name is. There we go. Goncalves. I don't know why I just said Goncalves, but we have massively taken advantage of an Atletico Madrid mess up right there. Goncalves is straight on Atletico Madrid's defence, and he makes no mistake about making that 2-0. Come on, it's about goddamn time. Dez is on the ball. Can we spot? Oh, for goodness sake. De Bruyne, man. Piss off. Oh, for goodness sake. And just like that, Atletico Madrid have got one. But why are you shushing me? You're 2-1 down, lad. Realistically speaking, there was a couple of opportunities there to put the foot in. There was one, and there was the other. Got the ball with Polini. Can he find Nunes? Nunes inside to Ronaldo! And that has got to be it. That has got to be it. Surely to God, we have put the nail in the coffin there, and we have made Sporting champions of Europe. That was such a nice build-up play as well. We get it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo turns, shoot, goal. 40 years old, still doing stuff like that. Fair goddamn play, lad. They've gone high press, guys. They've gone high press. Look at this. Jesus Christ. Just get this ball away, man. I've conceded way too many times before trying to play it out like that. Oh, my days. Oh, what a block. What a block from our... Oh, my God, it still isn't over. It still isn't over. My God, we are scraping the barrel here. Collect it, Maximiano. Beautiful. Right, we've got a chance to get a fourth here if we... Oh, for God. Ronaldo, what are you playing at, lad? Surely to God. There we go. We have done it. We have won the Champions League with Sporting signing the Portuguese players only. I think in the end we did end up with a full starting 11 full of Portuguese players. That was a whole different challenge, man. Honest to God, Atletico Madrid are not an easy team to beat. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, smash the hell out of that subscribe button if you are new around here, turn that notification bell on so you never miss a video that I upload. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers as we speak. And the like goal for this video is 300. Can we hit 300 likes on this video? That's all from me. It has been your boy Goody, and I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing afternoon. And until next time, I'll see you later.